Oh my gosh, it's thunder and lightning right now. Are we being serious? No. Hi. Hello. Hi. So today I'm filming a 10k dramas to watch while in quarantine, or like 10k dramas that I recommend. I don't know which one to title it. And while I'm in quarantine, Netflix has been very present in my life, much more than normal. Like Netflix and YouTube is literally how I spend my life these days. I should probably learn a language or learn an instrument. So I've recently watched quite a few K-dramas and yeah, I thought I'd recommend some. Also, I want to shout out my friend Amy, because like a lot of the K-dramas that I'm recommending here are ones that she recommended as we watched them in the flat in uni quite a lot. Okay, so I should probably just get into the recommendations. So for number 10, I put The Third Charm. This K-drama is a love story between two people of like completely opposite personalities. They meet people who are like the same personality as them. It just kind of shows the struggles you might have towards someone who's like an opposite personality to you, and how things could be surprising, and like, you know, it could work, it could not work. You never know, you'll have to watch the K-drama. And I do have a soft spot for this K-drama because I really love the beginning of it, and then the second half, I think I ended up not liking one of the main characters. And I can't remember why. I think they just annoyed me. So that is why it's at number 10. The soundtrack for this is really good. There are so many good songs in this K-drama. So for number 9, I put Hwarang. I'm pretty sure I'm saying it right. I swear if I'm not saying it right, I'm so sorry. I actually really enjoyed it. Like the storyline is really good. As for most K-dramas, there tends to be 16 episodes, but this one's got 20 episodes, so if you want to commit that bit more. There's like two main characters, and one of them's the king, and the other one is kind of like an orphan. And yeah, it's quite a historical K-drama. So yeah, the kind of premise of it is like basically all of like the wealthy sons of that town kind of join together and learn how to fight to protect the king, but the king is hidden and nobody knows who he is, and he's like just living life being a hidden king. And yeah, there's just so much more to it, but I cannot say much because it will spoil it. Love alarm. Okay, right, I need a season 2. I'm sorry, I need a season 2 right now, and it's coming soon, but still, it's been too long. It's such a cool concept actually. But yeah, once again, a love story. There's basically this app on everyone's phone which alerts you when someone, I think it's 10 meters radius kind of thing, someone around you, if they like you, it notifies you that someone in your area likes you, but it doesn't tell you the person, it just tells you someone, or like how many people. So it'd be like 10 people around you like you, and you're like, which one of you, you know? Although it sounds kind of cool, it messes up a lot of things, and there's a lot of like love triangles, trying to hide who you truly like. It's a very like high school kind of K-drama with like, you know, it's set in high school, and there's only 9 episodes. I need more. So this K-drama is the first one that I've ever watched. It's got Joy from Red Velvet in as well. She's like the main lead. It's kind of like a revenge kind of K-drama. This guy is trying to prove to his friends that he could get this girl to like him, and he's kind of doing it as kind of a dare and to try and like mess with this girl, which is Joy. Yeah, but over time he starts having actual feelings for her, and it causes a lot of problems because then other people like him, and then there's just so much like, you know, it all blows up. It's about friendships and rich people being friends. So number 6 is Strong Girl. So it's about this girl and she's got superpowers. It's like part of her family line. So all the women in her family are exceptionally strong, like so strong, like superpower kind of strong, and she's been trying to hide it but like also help people for good. This guy kind of starts having an interest in her. He's a CEO and everything, and she is hired to protect him, and nobody really understands because like they're like, how can she protect him? But she's got superpowers because she's super strong. So yeah, there's a lot of like crime fighting in it, doing what's right, doing what's good, but then it's also like, you know, a chill, happy, fun K-drama. Oh my gosh, it's so hard not to try and spoil these. Oh my gosh. So for number 5, I put She Was Pretty, and this is kind of an older K-drama. I've watched this quite recently and it's a good one. So basically it's about these two childhood friends. They kind of have always been there for each other, but then they separated after one of them moved to America, and they kind of lost touch and contact, and then I think it's like 12 years later or something, like a long time later, the main lead comes back to Korea and he's like, I want to meet up. So they're about to meet up, but he doesn't recognize her because she was pretty and she doesn't think she's as pretty now. And he doesn't recognize her, so it like knocks her confidence, and she puts her close friend who's with her to him, so that the male lead thinks that her best friend is her. Throughout the K-drama, you kind of learn a lot of stuff, like, you know, a lot goes down, feelings get hurt, people get confused, everything goes, you know. Number 4, I put Crash Landing on You, and oh my gosh, what a K-drama. So this one is about a South Korean woman, and she gets into a horrific kind of accident while she's, what is it, paragliding? I'm pretty sure that's the one. But yeah, she paraglides, gets stuck in a hurricane, and she lands in North Korea and basically meets a soldier from North Korea, and he helps her to try and get back to South Korea basically. But you know, the whole K-drama is him trying to get her back to South Korea. It's more than just that. But I'm trying so hard not to spoil it. But obviously they end up falling for each other. Things get a bit more complicated because obviously he's North Korean, she's South Korean. So for number 3, I put Weightlifting Fairy Kim Bok-ju, and honestly, yes. I don't want to spoil it, but not too much goes wrong. You never kind of have an episode where it's completely sad. She probably cries in every single episode though, but still, nothing goes like too wrong that you're like, oh my gosh, what? So it's just a very like light-hearted, chill K-drama. The female lead is a weightlifter and the male lead is a swimmer, and they're kind of in this sports school together, and it's just about them two kind of getting to know each other, and a lot of plot twists with people's brothers getting involved, and you're like, where is this going? It's just a really, like, if you want like a heartwarming, like kind of happy escapism K-drama, this is the one. For number 2, I put My ID is Gangnam Beauty, and oh my gosh. So basically the female lead, she gets plastic surgery and nobody can recognize her because she felt really insecure before, and she got bullied quite a lot for her looks. So she gets plastic surgery before going to uni and nobody can recognize her, and she like kind of starts a new life, and it shows how people treat her before versus after and everything. Obviously a love story is in that as well, but there's a massive love triangle in this one. It's a very like cutesy one. So for number 1, I put W, Two Worlds Apart, because oh my gosh, this K-drama is something else. Honestly, I was like 5 episodes in and I was like, this is one of the best things I've ever seen in my life. It is so good. So this K-drama is about this guy who creates a webtoon and creates all the characters and everything. Basically, that webtoon comes to life. The guy who creates the webtoon, his daughter, gets very involved with everything and ends up falling for the main webtoon character. It's kind of like Two Worlds, obviously it's called W, Two Worlds. The soundtrack for this K-drama as well is so good, and obviously because it's a webtoon, a lot more drama happens than would normally, because obviously it doesn't have to be that realistic because it's a cartoon. The real life and cartoon life just kind of crossing over, and like people come into the different worlds and everything, from the cartoon to the real world, from the real world to the cartoon kind of thing. Basically, like, he created the story, but the story came to life, so he no longer had control over it, but he still has some element of control. Like, he tries to kill the characters, I don't know, like on his little iPad thing, but sometimes that doesn't work, sometimes it does work, you know. There's just so much because he's still trying to keep control of it, but like his daughter is involved, he gets involved, everyone gets involved. The whole world is just reading this webtoon thinking, oh my gosh, what's happening? But they're not realizing that that's actually become real life, and the webtoon they're reading is their life. You know, there's just so much that happens. Oh my gosh. But yeah, I wouldn't say there are loads of like cutesy scenes in this one. It is very storyline based. But yeah, once again, all of the K-dramas that I've recommended are all on Netflix, every single one of them. So these are like only my favorites on Netflix, because there's other K-dramas that aren't on Netflix as well. These are all on Netflix, just letting you know. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video, and though I'm not the best at explaining these, or I don't think I'm that convincing to how good these K-dramas are, but yeah, I hope that you'll trust me on my opinion for this. So yeah, I hope you really enjoyed this video and all of the recommendations that I gave in this video. Let me know if you'd like to see any other videos that are like this, because I watch a lot on Netflix. And also let me know if you want to see a part 2 of this video, because I'm probably going to watch a lot of K-dramas while I'm still in quarantine. If you have any recommendations of K-dramas to watch that I haven't recommended in this video, I'd be very appreciated if you comment them down below. There are probably a lot of K-dramas that are really good that I have not seen, so let me know in the comments if you've seen any really good ones that I haven't recommended, because I would like some recommendations, and probably if you're watching this video you would like some more recommendations. So yes, let me know in the comments. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.